Test contains materials that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. It may also include visual effects that may harm the viewer. Please proceed with caution. Proceed is misspelled. Procede is what I read. Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon. It is I, Freya. We're here with another test that I am going to take. Why am I taking these? I have no idea. But no dogs were harmed. Can you believe it? This test is not a virus. No people were harmed either. Your information is not going to be used for illegal purposes. Wear headphones and keep your eyes on the screen. Well, I guess that means I can't look at chat. Fear assessment. Taking this assessment in the elevator, it seems. The Fear Assessment Program is a specialized test developed and implemented by government agencies to collect data on psychological torture techniques and their impact on individuals. It serves as an essential tool in understanding the effects of fear-based manipulation. This test uses your webcam and information on your hard drive. I don't have my webcam connected. Do I need it? It's being used. It is not being used. It's just not connected. My hard drive, huh? Which one? I have 3. In order to follow the test to its full extent, you must follow these 6 rules. 1. Leave all doors in sight wide open. Well, if I'm looking at the screen and I can't take my eyes off the screen, that means my door is not in sight. So it's fine if it's closed. I found the loophole here. Make sure you are alone. I have cats. Turn off all lights. They seem to be off. I think, anyway. Follow all instructions. Well, I already broke one rule. I looked away from the screen just to see if the lights were off. But okay, stay focused on the test. That means I can't look at chat. Ignore all auditory and visual hallucinations. But how do I know what a hallucination is? If you see a face on the right, then you are experiencing psychosis. That's misspelled. I must end this test immediately and seek help from a doctor. Click anywhere to continue. I don't know my lefts from my rights, but I do see one on the left. If it is, you can't see my mouse. I can't see my mouse either. Wow, this music is very loud. Oh, there's my mouse. Yeah, there was a face here. There's like a person here. Like I see a head. Here's its arm. Here's its stomach. Level 0. Sensory. Press space if an audio plays or an image flashes on screen. Oh. Am I doing this right? I'm just pressing space whenever I hear something. Am I doing this right? You know what this reminds me of? If, like, I don't know if this is still done in schools, but in elementary schools, like, we'd be taken out of classrooms. That was the video, and that was not me, I swear. We will begin the next level in 10 seconds. You'd be taken out of the classroom, and, you'd see the school nurse. I think it was a school nurse or just some doctor that comes to the school to do, like, some sort of physical on you. Click on the faces. And they put on, like, these giant headphones on you, and then they pretty much just, it's pretty much an auditory test. Where they're like, oh yeah, put up a hand if you hear a noise, like which do you hear on the right, do you hear on the left, or don't do anything if you don't hear anything. That's what that kind of reminded me of. Am I not clicking on the right face? Is there another face? Yeah, that's what I thought. Also, if I have a viewer I can't see, because I was told to pay attention to the screen and nothing else. And if you if you know me, I am a single monitor streamer at the moment, so I can't see chat. So if you're typing, my bad. We will begin the next level in 10 seconds. I'm trying to follow all the rules in this. I'm doing really bad at following the rules because sometimes my eyes wander. But, questions and answers. Do you ever feel like you are being watched? Yes. Right now, in fact. Have you ever heard a voice call your name, but no one was there? Yes, my place is actually haunted. There was a time when I was in a room, actually. Like, my parents' room had the Wii, and I was a big fan of playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So I'd play that quite often, and let me try to. So like, my parents' bed is like in the middle of the room, in front of the room, and that's where like the dresser, where the Nintendo Wii was. On top is the TV. To the right side of the bed, I'm trying to paint a picture. There's a dresser there, and right there, that's where like all the drawers and like all the perfumes, deodorants, clothes, and everything goes. And on that dresser, there's a mirror, and in the corner of your eye, like if you look at the mirror, you could see the door. The door is on the left side of the room. While I was playing Super Smash Bros, while I was in there was a time, like in the corner of my eye, there was this giant, massive figure that just appeared in the mirror, and it blocked out the door entirely. Just the door, nothing around the in the door frame. And so I looked at the mirror, it disappeared, and then I looked at the door, nothing there. So I just figured maybe I was seeing something until I heard it whisper my name in my ear. And that's when I was like, no, okay. Uh, I'm done being alone in the room playing video games. I'm going to the living room now. It's not the first time I heard something, and it's not specifically calling my name or anything. There are times when I believe I've said this story before, where my sister would, when she used to live here, she'd play video games so early in the day, so I'd never had a chance to play until it was way late, like 1 to 2 a.m. So, and this was like during the summertime, and I was still in middle school. One time around past midnight, maybe 1 or 2 a.m., if I had to guess. And this is still in the same place I'm living in right now. So if the ghost that's in this house is listening to the story, it probably remembers. But but where there was a time where I was really into Rock Band too. So that morning, very early morning, like I said, 1 or 2 a.m., I went into the living room to play Rock Band, and I was doing just fine. You know, I was enjoying the music that's on it, and so we have a couch. It's like in an L shape. So obviously in front of the TV, there's one set of the couch, and then to the left we have another one that's just an L. To the right is where we used to have the computer desk and a chair, the computer chair. And to the right, look, it's on the corner. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of painting how my living room used to look. And when I'd play Rock Band 2, I'd play it standing up because I thought it was weird to sit down. Yeah, me being lazy, weird to sit down. And the weirdest thing was, while I was playing, in the corner of my eye where the computer chair used to be, like, it was facing me, and I cannot remember if it was always facing me or if it turned to face me. But in the corner of my eye, I saw something sitting down looking at me. I paused the game and looked. Nothing was there, but I brushed it off thinking like, oh, it's maybe I'm just seeing things. You know, Rock Band has a bunch of these bright lights and flashing lights and everything. And moving on from there, I just decided to keep playing. And this is what actually made me just quit the game and immediately go back to the room and try to sleep. when I brushed that off and thinking that was just all in my head, I continued playing the song and I was like, okay, this is relaxing. I'm pretending I'm a rock star here. I heard this loud growl coming from behind me, and behind me is one of the couches, and behind the couch is the dining room, so the table and there's chairs there. I heard this really loud growl, and I forgot to mention is the floor was carpeted at the time as well. There was this really loud growl that I heard behind me, and immediately after it growled, I started feeling these loud footsteps hitting the floor, walking towards me. Like it wasn't just hearing it, I felt him on the floor, and I got distracted by this thing just like telling me to hurry up and answer this question. These heavy footsteps, honestly, I didn't even pause the game. I just turned around and looked because I thought something was actually walking up menacingly towards me. I turned around, nothing was there, and as soon as I turned around, the footsteps stopped. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this. And I was like, nope, that's it. I quit the game there. I didn't even like turn the Xbox off properly. I just hit the button, put the control back as fast as I could, and then I ran to the room and just tried to go to sleep. Because at that point, I was like, okay, no, there's something here that doesn't want me to be out here this late at night for some reason. There are other times that I have heard something disembodied as well. This was also when my sister used to live here. Would share a room. Sometimes she'd fall asleep with the TV on, and that'll eventually end up waking me up. So I'd wake up and then I'd go to the living room and finish sleeping. There was one time I walked out into the living room. I could have sworn I saw something sitting on the couch because the room from the door to my room to the living room, it's a straight shot from the hallway to see the couch from the living room. I thought I saw something sitting there, but I just thought I was tired and I didn't care, and I just continued and I laid down on the couch and tried to sleep. As soon as I closed my eyes, I heard a really loud sigh, like while I was scared, I was more so angry at the fact that I was like, no, you gotta deal with me sleeping here because I'm tired. I wouldn't be here if the TV was off. I don't know what happened after that. I might have fallen asleep, but a few minutes later, my dad would have gotten out of the room to go to work. So when it comes to hearing a voice call my name, I've heard a voice. It may have called my name like in the first time, when the first story I said, or I could just heard something else randomly. So while this might be a game, I have in some degree have dealt with this in one way or another. So I'm gonna put yes on this one. Pay attention. Left is you will embrace us. We are outside. You walk towards the door. You are ill, and we will fix you. Stay still. Oh no, I'm gonna dance around just like you are right now, telling me to stay still. Nah, I'm gonna do like the dance fighting stuff. You're gonna get elbowed. If a figure was to appear from the corner of your room, you would look at it. That's not an answer. Just look at it. I've already I have already answered this in the previous anecdotes I was saying. There's a figure there. I look at it. I didn't scream, I never cried, I didn't pray. I only ran from it when I started feeling it would approach me. None of these are I just look at it and then just forget about it as soon as it disappears. None of these is that. So I guess if I'm thinking about it, like the only logical thing, I never cried when I see these things. I never screamed. I never prayed. I guess running is the only thing that would make sense. There's never just I'm looking at it. Have you ever thought about being tortured to death? No, I have not. Living is already suffering enough. Are you distracted and not paying attention to your surroundings? No, I'm pretty sure I'm paying attention to my surroundings. When I'm doing these anecdotes, I'm not just looking at my screen. I'm looking like all over the place. If there was a camera like pointing at me, even if I'm just a model that you see on the screen, you like then I'd be just looking at the camera while I'm saying these anecdotes. But since there's no camera, I'm like looking at the monitor. I look at the phone that where the chat is. I look at my water bottle that's to my right. Then I look to the right where the fans are. And then I just look up at the wall, the lights above me, what the light coming from my keyboard. So I mean, no, I wouldn't say I'm distracted. I'm saying my anecdotes, so I am paying attention to my surroundings. The cat is on the couch right now, and it's a, do you have loved ones? I'd say yes, but reality would say no, so I'm just gonna say yes. This is my test, not reality's test. Do you care for animals? Yes, that's why I have pets. Level 2 complete. You took too long. The next level will begin in 10 seconds. Who takes over 15 minutes to do this damn yes or no question? I'm giving anecdotes while I'm doing this, okay? I'm making it transformative. Level 3. Which one? Which one what? A dog or a fetus? Well, I feel like I'm more equipped to handle or to care for a dog than I am to care for a human child. So I'm gonna go with the dog. Oh. That's what it meant. So I did not abort the child? Level 4. Listen. Press space if you can't handle the audio. Is this a rocket ship from Activision? No, I wouldn't say Activision's, but those old-timey rocket games that are everything. Ah, now I'm in a concert hall, an opera house or of some sort. It's interesting. I'm in the house of God. His grace shines upon me, even now. Oh. Now I am watching The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Or is this The Conjuring? Or it could be all three movies like combined. You know, like The Exorcist movie, the very, very old one that was like in the British, I believe it was took place in Britain. Yeah, like that. Like I don't like talking over this audio. You think you could scare me by noise? I invented noise. Ah. Now you're telling me to wake up. I never wake up. Ah, I'm watching Wreck. That's a really good movie. If you ever get the chance to watch it, Wreck, highly recommend it. If you've never heard of Wreck, you've probably heard of the remake of it. So Wreck is from Spain. There's an American remake of it. It's called Quarantine. Which Quarantine 1 is kind of like a shot-for-shot remake. Quarantine 2 sucks. But Wreck 2, those two are really good. I highly recommend Wreck. Over Quarantine. I see you. Can I poke your eye out? No. Well, of course. I did say I have no webcam. Is that supposed to be me? Do you need me to move my model over there? Is that me? Am I smiling? Or are you face tracking me? Rated by Alexander Wiseman? Is that you, Alexander Wiseman? Are you trying to stare into my soul? You can't. These glasses, you can't stare into my fox soul. Because I'm staring into yours right now. You don't consume me. I consume you. The test begins now. Level 6. Suffer. Joke's on you. I am already suffering. We will get in your head? Too bad. As soon as you get in, you're gonna want out. You're not gonna like what's inside my head. You can't hide from us. Oh, I'm not hiding. I'm taking a stand. And you crashed my game. Interesting. They didn't really crash my game. I think just the game closes automatically as soon as that happens. Well, that was fear assessment. This is actually, I thought when it came to this game, when I saw it on itch.io, I thought it would be like another one of those what's it called? Those Mandela catalog type games where like, oh, this is an alternate, this is something else. No, this one is actually kind of like it felt like it was something completely different, but it was kind of like a step above. Now, sure I felt uneasy in the game, but like I tried not to show it. Like when like I'm pretty sure if I had my webcam connected, I would have been there and you would have all seen my ugly face. But since I had no webcam, I like I'm pretty sure the scare would have been a lot more better if I had a webcam there, and then the face just comes out because I would assume that oh, that's actually looking at me, look at me move around, and then something appears like that's not supposed to be there. I'm pretty sure that's if I had a webcam equipped, that scare would have landed so much better. But since I didn't, it didn't hit as hard. It just felt like a regular jump scare. But aside from that, this was actually well done. I might have been mocking Alexander Wiseman, if I believe that's who made it. But yeah, this game really did make me feel uneasy. It was completely different than what I was expecting, and I really enjoyed this one. Very good for Halloween. Fear assessment. Like what? Like I thought I've done this one before, like a few days ago or a few weeks ago, but no, that's assessment of fear, and this is fear assessment. Two completely different games. One I believe is Mandela Catalog, and this is just if you're scared. If whatever is in this assessment decided to get into my head, I was serious. They're gonna want out immediately. There is a lot of stuff going on in my head that even medicine is trying to figure out what is wrong and control it. And when it comes to other stuff, well, then we'll see. If they found their way in my head, they're gonna be like, "Why does this guy talk to himself so much?" That would probably be a very, very interesting thing that'll happen. Anyway, so yeah, this was fear assessment. Pretty good, pretty well done. I did enjoy it. Pretty good test. And if there was a timer on it, or this assessment was more sentient than it already was, I feel like it probably already was sentient because of how it pretty much just felt like the longer I took on that one question where it said if have I ever heard a voice call my name, it looked like it started vibrating a lot more because I was taking too long to answer the question. That's what it felt like to me. So I was like, oh, this thing's getting mad at me because I'm taking too long to answer a simple yes or no question. I'm here giving my life story of all these different paranormal experiences I've had living in the house I live in right now. But this thing just wants me to continue on. Still, this was pretty well done. I did enjoy it. Like I said before, if I had a webcam equipped and that scare happened, I probably would have got scared a lot more than usual. And there's a coping mechanism I have. So yeah, yes, some of the audio was making me feel uneasy, but my coping mechanism with some of those scares is try to distract my mind by something else. Is why I started bringing up, Rec 2, Quarantine, Exorcist, like all of that. That was just so I won't like be way too scared. It's a weird coping mechanism. So this was fear assessment. Night 29 out of 31. We're very, very close to the end of the Spooktober 2024. And like I said, this was very well done. And who knows? Just by you reaching it to the end, watching me in this black void will probably. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Huh. You reaching into the end, and you see this black void behind me. That's how you know it's already too late. They may have already gotten me, but you had a chance to click off way long ago. But since you didn't, they've made their way through your screen and are now there with you right now. You will suffer with me. We'll suffer together. We'll die together. They're in our heads, as I'm in your head as well. I don't like it in here. You have a lot of strange thoughts. Some I'm too scared to bring up. And this one specific thought that you have right here, yeah, this one, the one that keeps you up every other night, you might need some help because you should not be thinking this sort of fanfic. Please get some help. Anyway, I'll see you all in your dreams tonight. That's how you know I've made it in your head. You might wake up tomorrow and be like, huh, they never woke up in my dreams. Well, that's because you don't remember 80% of your dreams. While you may not remember it, oh, I was definitely in your dreams. Sleep in fear, because who knows what I'm gonna be doing. All in all, I hope I hope I at least help make your day at least a little bit better. And I'll see you all next time. Good night and good luck. You're definitely gonna need it this